Welcome to another episode of the Loose Head Show. I'm Darren Wannenberg.
I'm Keenan, aka OVO Giant, and the champions are back, baby.
As usual, every week. I wonder when we're ever not going to say that, but we
Yeah.
will always be saying this.
I told them last night they're gonna wait a while before they get us on our downfall because we're just going up. Even with a second string side, so-called second
Yeah,
string side,
definitely.
boosted. But it wasn't all smooth sailing. It
Yeah.
wasn't. Let's be real. Let's be honest.
You want to
Wasn't all
start or
smooth.
do you want me to go first?
Go, sir. Go.
Okay.
You go.
So, recap of the match on Saturday against Scotland. I would say it wasn't pretty, it wasn't good enough, but we got the W. Right? That's where we have to be happy with. Right? We have to be happy with the W against a very, very, very good Scotland team.
That has cohesion, that's
Yeah.
played together for a long
Yeah.
time, that's experienced, big
Yes.
thing. But from my perspective, it's small technical things that
Mm.
we have to figure out. And I think Rassi already knows that.
Yeah.
There's a few guys that are a bit too unfit for international level. We'll get into that. But also, what do you call the opposite of support runners? You know, when you're attacking, you have a support runner.
Yeah.
What's the opposite of that for support tacklers? Because for me, when I watched the game again this morning, the problem that we had was that support tacklers. So if a forward takes the ball up and pops it out, that second guy has a clear run,
Yeah.
and that is the problem I
Yeah.
think we had.
Yeah. It's like the line of defense is broken now. You need to have someone that covers that gap.
100%.
Yes.
100.
Because I
That's
saw, I think 2 or 3 of their tries were like that, where they just broke the line and it was like, oh, are we watching New Zealand here or what? You know?
yeah, I don't know.
But I think wasn't the greatest games that we've played.
I think credit to Scotland as well. Like they
Yes, I was
really
actually
take.
very impressed with Scotland.
Yeah,
First off, to keep us 14 all, I think we were actually lucky.
yeah,
To be 14
yeah,
all.
yeah.
I think they should have maybe scored another try from Scotland. But I don't want to be too negative about Saturday because I feel like this is what Rassi's plan is. And I feel like he's doing this on purpose. Like I said, I watched one of his interviews after the game. He said, when is the best time to actually test players? And Saturday was a perfect, like, you want to play a tier one nation team, right?
Yeah.
And like it's pointless playing against Barbadians or playing against Wales, the Welsh fans, but like playing them against Wales, for example,
For sure.
you want to test them out, and I agree with him. You want to test them out against a strong, hard tier one team.
I also think a big credit has to go to them for the fact that these guys, I know there was a few combinations, Bulls combinations,
Mm,
Stormers combinations, but this is the first time that these guys are really playing together as a whole entire team.
mm,
And for them to still find the character and the, composure
mm.
to still go ahead and win that game by two clear converted
Yeah,
tries,
yeah,
I don't think people understand how massive that is. That
yeah.
is huge that this team could do that in their first outing
Mm,
as a team.
no,
So
definitely.
massive credit to the guys.
I mean, they stuck in there till the end. We got a nice drive with Patricia Krill at the end, but I mean, it could have gone both ways. Scotland were coming back hot.
Yeah,
And I feel like they didn't defend the best at all. Like there were too many missed tackles. People
100%.
weren't like defending properly on the line. So we gave a few soft tries. But I mean that's like you said, this new combinations has been tested. We need to try and maybe throw a few more experienced players in and help these youngsters that are coming through. I think they said under 10 caps per player, basically, or 10 caps per players,
Yeah,
was the average. So I definitely think that these are the matches that Rashi's right. He needs to test the players. If you're gonna play for the Springboks one day, you need to start now already. You know,
100%.
go hard.
And that's what I was asking for. I was asking for these guys to be really tested in like this pressure cooker of an environment against a team that's coming guns blazing.
Mm,
And I think for me, initially, I was upset after last night's game because I didn't think we should have allowed the game to be so close. But because I always say, regardless if you're inexperienced, at that level of being a professional, you should know how to tackle. You
yeah,
should be able to make your first
you
down
said that a few
tackles.
episodes ago as well. You said
Yeah,
that.
like I'm very consistent in that. But then, like I said in the beginning, there is an element of playing together and understanding the team structure if you're going to make support tackles.
Mm,
So it's not so much that the first time tackles, there were a few first time tackles that were missed, but it was more so you knowing your inside and your outside
Yeah,
guy, and those guys knowing their role
correct.
and understanding, okay, this guy's gonna make a tackle. This is a team
Need
that's
to be
gonna
there.
offload.
Yes.
Let's make
You
sure
need to
I'm
cover
there.
defense or something like on
Look
the
at the
defensive line.
ass, man. Yeah. Oh my god.
But you know, last week you said, and it stuck with me because I really watched him on Saturday when you said you never want to see Peter Steph Toy that locker game. Unfortunately, on Saturday, or fortunately, it happened that he had to move because of visa. He came off. Peter Steph into lock, bring Jason Dixon on. Right? What did you think of his performance on Saturday?
I think it was a mixed bag. There was a lot of players that had mixed bag performances. Who are you talking about
Peter
specifically?
Steph.
Peter Steph or
Yeah,
Ben?
Peter Steph.
Peter Steph. Peter Steph for me had a brilliant performance last night.
Mm,
He was all over the park, made so many tackles. I think he played that lock position better this weekend,
yeah,
whilst at the same time playing his flanker position
correct.
because he, just like Paul de Villiers, was all over the show.
Yeah. So I would also agree with you. Um, I just feel sad for Riley Norton. Like if he was fit,
Oh, I think it would have been brilliant for him.
I think it would have been perfect timing for Riley Norton to show the world how good he actually is.
100%.
But unfortunately, you'll have his time. You'll have everything works out
I'm sure of that.
to his own way. Um, but another person I must say, he didn't have a bad game, but I feel like this is where Scotland capitalized. And this is why I never want to see Damien Willemse play 12 again. Just like you said, don't want to see Peter Stephen do
Yeah,
it
we're gonna argue.
at lock.
We're gonna argue, yeah.
Damien Willem, okay.
We're gonna
Who
argue.
was your man first? Let's start here. Who was your man of the match on Saturday for Scotland?
Uh, Finn Russell slash Ben White.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I think they were the catalyst to start that comeback against us. Like Finn Russell did just not want to die with the ball. He forced for things to
I
happen.
think Tuipulotu, the captain, 12.
Oh yeah,
I think he
so
had a
good
really
shot.
good game. He
Good shot.
broke the line. He offloaded. Every time he ran with the ball, he made meters. Why? Because he ran through the channel of Damien Willemse. Damien Willemse, very good game, very good try. Step when he had the ball, very good. But I want to see that from the back. I don't want to see it in the middle. That is why you always need a Damien Dealindi or Andre Esterhuizen. You need a strong, solid center, at inside center. Jesse Creel only played well at the end of the game. He never had someone that he could rely on in his inside center. He never had the Damon
Definitely.
Dealing. He never had Andre Esterhuizen that is used to taking up ball all the time so that Jesse Creel feels free.
Yeah, you could see Jesse was frustrated in
Yes.
that game. He had a go at Apalele Fassi. I don't know if a lot of people saw that, but he had a go at Apalele Fassi. He was telling him the whole time, stay out, cover the back.
Mm,
That was what he was saying there. But from that perspective, a defensive perspective, yes, I do understand what you're saying. But Paul de Villiers also missed the tackle on what's his name?
Tuipulotu,
Pelute.
yeah.
He also missed the tackle on him. So that guy is just one of the very good inside centers rugby players in the world. It's going to happen. But for me, Damian Willemse, the thing that I was thinking about was put Damian Willemse in a black jersey, a white jersey, or a blue jersey, and he would have been spoken about as one of the best players in the
Definitely.
world.
Yeah.
I think for him being in that Springbok jersey, he's just not in that conversation because World Rugby never loved
Mm,
us. But that the way Damian Willemse is playing at the moment, he is a catalyst, an energetic player
yes.
that creates
Definitely.
so much.
And I said that last week. I gave him
Yo,
lots of credit last week for against England. He played very well last weekend, but that was at fullback. And I feel like if he sticks to fullback, it's not his decision technically. But I feel like if he stays fullback, obviously this weekend I wanted to give Fassi game time and a few other players game time.
I'm calling it on that. I'm late. I don't want to get into a negative
Mm,
space again, but I'm calling it on Apalele Fassi at fullback.
mm,
He needs to be a backup fullback. Like I've continuously said about him, he makes silly mistakes at
mm,
times. There were some good balls that he took out of
mm.
the air, but kicking the ball out on the full,
Always.
kicking the ball out on the full, no real
Mm,
pressure on you. It's unnecessary mistakes that he's making. Damien Willemse, I agree with you. He's our number one fullback at
yeah.
the moment.
But then for example, like I would have rested Willemse as well.
And played who?
Put Inside center. Let me think. Marcus Muller. Who else do we have? Marcus Muller. Who else is there?
Let me go to the back line quickly. Andre Esterhuizen's injured. Um, Damien needed a rest. Don't get skip
There we
this.
go. Ethan Hooker at inside center.
Listen, Ethan Hooker did not allow anything to pass
I'm
him.
telling you,
Thou shall not pass.
this would have been my team. Ethan Hooker, first, I didn't know why he wasn't in the squad. I still thought he was injured. And then all of a sudden, he started on Saturday because of
Kanan Moody had
Moody.
an injury.
Yeah. So, do you think this is Rassi's new thing he's doing?
I plead the fifth.
So, I would have said Ethan Hooker and Jesse Kriel at centers, right?
Yeah.
Keep Willemse at fullback if you want to really play him and not rest him. Put Fassi on the wing. I would have done that. Willemse fullback, Fassi wing,
I would
Ethan center.
I would have played Quinn on fullback if we need
Almost
to
but
rest.
but they want to give Fassi game down.
Is Marcus Willem up in out of the squad?
Yeah, it's something.
Yeah, I'm not sure then. It is a difficult one. We actually stretched a bit thin at the moment.
Oh, give Jaco Williams a chance.
Jaco Williams. I think Jaco Williams is going to play against Wales.
Okay.
I have a funny feeling he might get a chance against Wales. But yeah, I see what you say. Damien's best position, I think we can both agree, is fullback.
And I think he's the best in the world at fullback, honestly.
From my side, also if we're doing flowers, Andre Pollard.
Yeah, that's you. You need to speak.
Yeah,
If
let
you are
me
your apology.
Tony. So if we had Sasha Feinberg Zulu at 9 out of 10, 9 out of 10, and we had Mani Lebok at 8 out of 10, I had Andre Pollard before yesterday's game at maybe a 5.5 out of 10 because I was just not happy. Andre Pollard went back and did a bit of a throwback last night.
He missed a
with the
few
working
tackles.
place.
He did miss a few tackles, I saw, but he really stepped up. And I
Like,
feel like everybody felt that in the team.
Yes, you just need someone to step up, put their body on the line,
Yeah.
show that they actually playing with intensity and that they're committing to taking the game by the scruff of the neck.
Yeah.
He went up early on, secured a lot of balls. When he ran up to the line, and that was one of Andre Pollard's strengths back in the day, is he would always make meters. He would always cause problems for the fly off and the inside center of the opposing team. Make sure that he brings those defenders in, and then that allows us to have that freedom or that space on the outside. Also, in terms of kicking, brilliant kicking as well.
Yeah.
Good decision making for that Jesse Creel try. I mean, Sasha has the flash and all of that sort of stuff. But I don't mind Andre Pollard playing like that for the Springboks against maybe a Northern Hemisphere side
Yeah.
that's maybe not going to be as flashy, where you just need to have a a captain or a guy steering the ship that's going to stick to the basics and do the basics really, really well. Passing crisp, just brilliant game by him. So I had him at 5.5 before. I still think he's behind Mani, but I have him at 7.5 at the moment.
Not bad, not bad. I also think he's still behind Mani. I think it's Sasha Mani, Andre.
Then also, just quickly, another two players that I spoke about last week, Emrose Papir and Ivan Ruiz. Brilliant, brilliant game.
Very good.
But it's still okay for you guys to be number 2.
Mm.
It's still okay for those guys to be come off
We
the
need
bench.
them, yeah.
Come off the bench. They're
Yeah.
brilliant players.
Why do you think Imbrose went off in the second half? He didn't play. You think it just
So this is where I was
out
getting.
there? You think Rassi was a bit worried about the score, but I don't think Imbrose did anything wrong.
I can't articulate it well enough. The only thing that I can say, because I thought about this exact thing, is that you can see a tangible difference of attack and impetus when Grant Williams plays.
Okay.
You can see movement, quick movement of the ball, getting things involved, asking questions of the opposition. I could see a clear difference from when Ambrose played in the first half and Grant played in the second half.
Even that switch he did with Williams to score.
Yes, like it's just it causes more problems for the opposition when Grant Williams plays. Ambrose Papier's try, that's brilliant, but that's a once-off moment.
Solo, yeah.
It's a once-off moment. What Rassi, I believe, is looking for is consistent moments. Andre Pollard had consistent moments Yeah, Grant Williams when he came on had consistent moments.
And I feel like it's also like he knows Grant knows the players. So for example, maybe Imbres wouldn't have known to switch with Willem. So for example,
Yes.
so Grant knows what his players need, and maybe he thought, okay, perfect time, put Grant on. You know what ball I need. You know what Pollard's gonna play. You know what's the next move. Not that Ambrose doesn't know, because I feel like he had a really good first half.
Yeah.
I just feel like to save us the game, to get us the W on Rassi's 55th Test match. Well done to Rassi, eh?
Well done, Rassi. Like, you're brilliant.
Yeah.
Legend of the game, legend of the Springboks. But yeah, like I was saying, there's absolutely nothing wrong. Similar thing with Ivan Ruiz. Didn't have a bad game at all.
Mm.
He scored a try. He was very physical, but Jasper Wiese is still that guy.
Always that
You
guy.
can see the difference
Yes.
in the two.
Mm.
But for us, and again, this is what I was asking for in the England game, which was still, I'll give credit to Rassi, was the right call. But all I wanted was for us to at least see and know who our first choice and
And
second
second
choice
choice,
is.
yeah.
And we can see that now.
Mm. And Kobus?
Kobus Wiese.
Arena? Not second choice anymore?
No. Oh, it's difficult. I plead the fifth on that. Was I can't. What do you think?
Nah, Kobus second first. So
Well,
so it's
second,
it's
ahead
it's
of
Grant
everything.
first, Kobus second, Imbros third.
And that is purely just based on structure and understanding the gameplay.
And test caps.
Yeah, you're right. I agree with you.
Big moments, you need big players. Not that Imbros isn't. I just feel like these are the games that Imbros will be playing to get more experience. Even though he's played the Springboks 6, 8 years ago, whatever he played 6 years ago. Um I definitely think
Yeah,
I'll
still
definitely choose
Kobus.
him over Herschel anyway.
Yeah. Okay, so we have Wales coming up, but before we get there, any other guys you want to talk about? Honorable mentions?
Nah, all good, all good.
Ethan
Tell
Hooker
them up to
also
quiz
last.
there.
Yeah. Ethan Hooker also last minute. Brilliant game. Defensively was very, very good. Um, Lineouts again. I'm gonna say it. I'm
The
not gonna
first
go
line,
to the
yeah.
spirit, but lineouts
We were
again.
watching the game and the first liner, Krobler throws skew or he throws
Good
over.
back.
He throws over. And he's like, I told you, those liners are gonna kill us.
But Peter Stem stepped in and
Yeah.
took ownership. I'm happy about that. Ruan Orkia also a mixed bag game.
Oh, you said you were gonna mention fitness
Yes.
in terms of
That
that first half, vocal low,
bro.
very good scrummager, but I feel like he needs some more dungeon time. Dan needs to take him and work on his fitness. If it's Broncos, if it's whatever, need to work on his fitness.
I I to say this because I know Vocal now has been going through a difficult time recently, but if someone's not ready to play, then don't play them.
Mm,
How he lost a scrum on our own put-in, on our own 5 meter line is inexcusable. Not from the Springbok squad,
mm,
not from the massive amount of talent that we have at the moment when it comes to props and when it comes to scrummaging. And Tukum Kunu, Zachary Porthen, like it's inexcusable. And then on top of that, to be walking on the field. No,
mm.
no. Bowen Venter also, he's also there on that borderline. I mean, brilliant holding
Yeah,
Cobus Visse
yeah,
there
yeah.
like that.
And that's heavy,
That's
eh?
hectic strength. But also missed a few tackles. Scrums weren't that secure. When Zachary and Nkunu came on, we were solid.
Yeah.
We were good to go.
Even though they scored a few tries, like you could see the effort. Like they're
Yeah.
coming on, they're making tackles and making runs, they making hits.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But all in all, well done to Rassi, well done to the boys. I am over the moon about the fact that we had the composure to see out that game
Mm.
and to get the W. That's the main thing. Next week,
And we focus on the next week's game.
Wales. Do you want to start in the back line or the forwards? They start in the forwards. For me, it's Zachary Porten and Okunu.
To start.
Need to get a start.
Mm.
I think they deserve it. I think we need to see what these guys can do from the start against Wales. Um,
Groble in the middle.
you don't want to see how they're Winter.
No. Groble in the middle.
Yeah. Good steal also yesterday. Locks.
It's a bit.
I don't know if he's gonna be fit.
It's a bit. Will be fit.
Hey, you
It's
said
a bit.
that confident bit.
It's a bit. Will be fit with
Ruan Rokier again or Franco Mostert?
I'm gonna go with Nokia.
He said Loet is also maybe fit.
Nokia.
Um, you said Loet is fit. I'm gonna go with Loet and Eben if Eben is fit.
I'm gonna go with Kolisi. I'm going to go with.
Is he gonna play Peter Steve again?
No, I don't think so. Peter Steph's tired. He's gonna go with.
I'm actually gonna go Ruben van Heerden. I'm gonna go Ruben van Heerden
Ruben van Heerden.
at lock.
Lock, Ruben van Heerden, and
Eben?
it's a bit.
Eben?
Because
Yeah.
Nokia played the whole game. Yeah,
Yeah, it Nokia staan.
Nokia needs a rest. Peter Steph needs a rest.
Mm.
So I think they're gonna bring Kolisi. On the other flank, Hanekom and Ivan Roos to start again. Actually, Marco van Staden on the other flank.
Mm.
So Kolisi, van Staden, and eighth man will be Ivan Roos again. I think Paul de Villiers will be on the bench. Cameron Hanekom will be on the bench. Ben Jason Dixon on the bench.
I'm not too sure. I think Franco Mostert will be the 7. I'll say Franco Mostert, Sia Kolisi, Ivan Roos. I think that's yeah, Marco van Staden and Sia is too similar to play together. It's like both basically sixes. So I would rather play
Mm.
um Corbus, Franco Mostert.
Guys, I think we're gonna be audibly wrong.
We are 100%.
I'm really not confident in this team that even last week I wasn't.
Let's go.
But we're just doing this for you guys.
Herschel Yankees to start.
Imbrose again. Imbrose starts again, definitely.
I'm gonna go Herschel.
With Vushi Moyo.
Yes, I'm agree with that 100%. Yeah, your inside center conundrum. Who we go with?
Inside center.
Casey needs a race.
This is such a difficult team to choose.
Oh, I like Quinton, eh? Guys, I really like Quinton. It was just the way when he came on yesterday. Brilliant,
So
bro.
composed and
Yeah.
kicking for touch was also really good.
And he's like,
I'm gonna go for
strong.
Yaku Williams on the one wing. I think Edwell, but the dribble is
Edwell.
side.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, Edwell and Yaku
Edwin and
Williams.
Yasu, I like that.
Ethan Hooker at inside center.
Kanan outside.
If he's ready. Yeah, Kaden Moody outside. Fullback Q and on.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Let's go through it one more time. Ambrose,
Ambrose,
Lucy, inside,
Ethan,
Kanan,
Kaden Moody,
Edwell,
Yaku.
Yaku.
I think
Winning.
Yaku will be 11, it will be 14.
Quinton.
Q and on at fullback. That's a spicy team.
That is solid. Rassie, please, man. Let us just see it once. Just once. Okay. You lost the game this week. You get a pass. We won by 14. I said 15. So you get a pass this week.
Yeah.
Next week against Wales in Durban. Thoughts?
60. We put in 60 on Wales.
We're beating them by 60 points.
Yeah.
Yes. So damn.
We put in
I was
60
going
on
to
Wales.
call 30 and I thought my 30 was like scary.
I think the world needs to see how good we are. 60.
With all of those changes.
60 points against Wales.
I'm going to go.
I'm so off this week and I'm doing it on purpose because I'm just giving it a wild guess. I say Springboks to win by 60 points against Wales. Wales is actually decent, eh?
That's like 60 points.
But Argentina smashed him, so by like I think not smashed, but I think Argentina beat him quite convincingly. I didn't watch the game.
I'm trying to find the fixtures. I'm gonna go Springboks by 40.
Okay.
Not 60. No, Springboks by 30. Like I'm getting influenced by you. Yeah. Okay, this weekend's Nations Championship. New Zealand, Italy. Quite a bit of a ski in the first few minutes. New Zealand, Italy came out very, very strong, but in the end, they absolutely demolished them. Why is it not showing results? Go to results. 47-17. Australia, France. We were off on that one, eh?
We are very off.
France
No, I was
absolutely.
on. I said France will beat them.
But yeah, by that much.
Yeah, but also Australia is
26
such a.
points.
I love Australian rugby, and they're such a good first half. France just battered them in the second half.
And then
Japan versus Ireland, I was watching it as well. The score does not show how good that game was.
I told you, talk
Japan,
here about Japan.
Japan was in that game. Shout out to Eddie Jones, that guy. Yo.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing. But we knew that already.
And I feel like I'm saying it now. My heart think for maybe 2 or 3 years time, Eddie Jones is gonna coach for South Africa. He's gonna come to South Africa. Anyway, that's for 3 years time.
Okay, get your stuff off. England, Fiji. Go. Enjoy yourself.
Guys, I told you Henry Pollock is the GOAT. He scored 3, not 1 or 2, but 3 tries.
He's the GOAT
In
against
30
second tier
in
nations.
35 minutes, he scored 3 tries. He scored a hat trick.
Against second tier nations.
Okay, but Fiji's not bad. I watched the game as well. Fiji had him in the first half. Like, even though the points didn't show, Fiji were hard. They were physical.
As they always are.
Yeah. I told you, England just has flair now. I told you, the new generation, they have flair.
But what is it with Bolswick and not picking this guy?
I don't know. I really don't know. Hopefully,
It seems almost personal now.
hopefully after this weekend, Pollock is showing him that rather put me in the team or I'm going to another country.
Yeah, not for real. He can no can
Yes, he got box. Definitely. Just imagine him, Paul de Villiers, and
even
Roos.
yeah, that's wild. That's wild.
That's nice.
And then Argentina, Wales again. The status quo was restored. Argentina.
Well done to them. But I told you, Wales is puck, man.
Yeah.
Wales is not bad, but they're not like the greatest.
Guys, on a very sad note, this past weekend, Lukubu, Bibo, Makwendini,
From Weinberg boys.
Weinberg boys.
Uyashisha.
Yeah,
Uyashisha. That chant that you guys know. Yeah, he's passed away in France. I think Bobby Skinstad is the
director
of the rugby there. He announced that he also passed away during training, which is quite sad for the Weinberg community, South African community. He was under 18 SA. So
condolences to his family, his friends, everyone. Very, very sad. And then also not rugby related, but Adams as well.
Jaden Adams.
Jaden Adams.
Not sure what happened at the everybody's saying he committed suicide. Some people say he didn't. So we don't know the facts, the actual facts now.
Yeah.
But also sympathies to him and his family, well, to his family and his friends.
Thoughts and prayers.
Yeah.
Now, on to a lighter note.
I know you guys been wondering why we're wearing such beautiful tops.
Twinning Adrian Broner and Dean the Great.
You know, when I took this up, everybody else, please can I have it? I said, no, we got a special package from our favorite sponsors. Coca-Cola, baby, our first PR package.
Come on. I said, after my haircut, after my fades out, I'll wear it. But yeah,
Beanies, scarves, and yeah, they did give me a note. They say, hello, Dylan Wannenberg, the biggest Springbok fan there is, there ever will be, and there will always will.
No, that's not what it seems. It's not what it seems.
But yeah, shout out to Be a Bok, collect the fan, show them the other thing that you need to collect.
Yes, guys.
So that
this is an exclusive. The collection, Springbok collection.
It's coming out soon in stores. You need to collect all the Springbok players. So,
and Springbok ladies. We don't discriminate.
And I think the Rancies also on the can. So you have Kwaka, Andre, Jesse. We had another one, but yeah, watch my video on Instagram to see why we don't have that one. We had Malcolm Marks. But yeah, guys, we're desperately looking for Cheslin Colby. Nobody can find him. He's too quick. He's too fast.
He slipped us even.
Yeah. So guys, shout out to Coca-Cola. Thank you so much for giving us this beautiful PR package, guys. It's the first one we bought, and you know what? I think it's our fifth episode. So yeah, thank you guys for always supporting and looking out for us and commenting and subscribing and sharing our videos on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all over. And we really, really, really do appreciate it, guys.
That's why you my co-host. Till next week. We'll see you guys.
Let's go.